So I've decided not to watch or continue with the Diddy trial. Excuse me, updates. I only saw like two videos, and I'm just like, I'm getting real tired and just annoyed as a whole. Because there's a lot of shit that's just like, oh, that's gruesome. That's just, oh, just ill. But also, I'm just like, I really have no interest in hearing about this man's sexcapades and what the fuck he was doing behind closed doors. I still can't get over the fact that he essentially weaponized being gay and homosexuality, right? To try to subjugate other individuals to do his bidding or try to do whatever, you know, make others feel low about themselves. That's essentially what he was doing. I know some people voluntarily did that, and that's a personal thing that they're going to have to deal with. But in other cases, some people didn't do that, and maybe they were under the influence or poisoned or whatever the case may be. Not totally sure. But like this man is a whole nother entity. When I mean a whole nother entity, this man is a whole nother entity. Like, and is gonna be dealt as such. Because what the fuck is you doing? Don't know. And it makes me think about hip hop or just the elites and celebrities as a whole. Like, really, the conversation is really needed to be had. Like, what are y'all actually doing for fame? Like, I understand some cases it's very natural, right? It just comes to you. But in other cases, like, what are y'all giving up to get that? Like, because I understand in most things in life, and I believe in spiritual law too, there's a give and take, there's an ebb and a flow, there is a cause and effect, there is an exchange, one thing for another that takes place when you engage in some of these, contracts or some of these relationships, whether that be spiritual or physical. But how much so is that emphasized at the celebrity level? And to what extent is that, emphasized and elaborate? And it makes you think, like, I know for me, I want to be famous, but I'm just like, is that even worth it? Because all this shit that people are going through right now, not to say that I would go through, but all the shit that people have gone through or are currently going through underneath the table, is that an experience that should be, I want to use the word warranted for everyone going into like these certain types of industries, whether it be music or entertainment as a whole. Because I know this is just music, but I know it extends to acting and all this other shit. I'm just like, so to what extent are y'all hiding not only your true selves, both good and bad, but hiding like what you're really doing behind closed doors at the expense of other people? And what you do with your private life is what you do with your private life. But when it comes to the expense of yourself and who you really are as a whole individual, right? Your true self and like your real authentic self when nobody looks, like who are you really? But also who are you fucking over essentially to get to where you gotta go, quote unquote, to do that, right? And I know there's a balance between being selfish and being empathetic or just not giving a fuck about anybody else and being just that ruthless individual, right? And I think that's in some cases people have to be that way, in other cases people have to be the former. But to what extent, I would love to know, is there an actual exchange of power uh, and personal power subjugation when you go into these spaces of elitism or in these spaces where celebrities reside in entertainment and therefore or and therefore, because I'm just like, based upon this trial and what I've heard, like, I'm sure this is not the only person doing some fucked up shit too. And not to say that what he was doing was okay, because I don't understand why nobody knocked him the fuck out. Like, or like really got him jumped and threw his body in the river, right? They don't want to go into details on how gruesome that jumping should be. But yeah, it's just like, what's going on here? And don't get me started about the witches and warlocks in this place, right? Or in these circles that could have really whooped that nigga's ass if they really wanted to. But I don't know. I wasn't there. I can't tell you. It doesn't make me sick. It's just like, what the fuck were you doing? And I understand, like, you're not Captain to save a hoe, but again, what the fuck were you doing? Especially if that individual said Puff D, whatever, yeah, did something to you personally and you were a witch or warlock and you let that slide, please, yeah, because if we did that to you, we're gonna be doing that to anybody else. Somebody let me know, because what the fuck going on here?